So I'm gonna try and get through this video without crying. I make absolutely no guarantees. I practice minimalism in my household. And I don't mean like a minimalist aesthetic. I mean, I work really hard to manage the inventory in my house and the inflow of inventory into my house. And I am really ruthless with going through my belongings and not keeping a lot of extra stuff. And I've been working at this for a couple of years, so I've got pretty strong decluttering muscles. And I keep kind of my sentimental items, you know, I've got a box of them, but I don't keep a lot of stuff. And everybody at work's always getting a good kick out of me doing a rage purge of the supply closet and all that kind of stuff. So everybody I work with can get a good chuckle out of this. But a couple of years ago, my parents moved. My dad and my stepmom, they moved. They sold their house and moved. And up in the garage of their attic was a box of VHS tapes that were home videos that my mom had made in the early 90s. She had one of those like giant recorders and she loved that thing. But they had been in this super hot garage attic for years, and I just figured the tape was pretty degraded. So, and there were some like old Disney movies and stuff in there. So I went through it and only kept the ones that had her handwriting on them, were her home videos. And I put them in a box and I said, I'm not in a season of life that I can deal with these. This is not something I want to get rid of, and it is something I'm willing to make space for until I can send them somewhere and get them put on DVDs, if they're even salvageable. And my mother-in-law actually then found an old VHS to DVD thing, converter, player, I don't know what you call it, and bought it for me. And it has now sat for almost a year. And I was like, I need to deal with this. And so as I was cleaning out my gear room, my work gear room, I got those videos down. And I put one in, I put the DVD in to start the transfer, and it plays on the screen as it's doing this. Little background, my mom died in 2001. I was just about to turn 11. So she's been dead most of my life. And I didn't remember what she sounded like until I saw those videos. And the funny thing is the video was us cleaning my sister's bedroom when I was a toddler, and my mom fussing at my sister for trying to keep too much stuff. But it just really hit home for me that if I hadn't started doing this and practicing minimalism, that I wouldn't have the bandwidth, being the parent of a toddler, to deal with this and to pull all this out and to finally sort through it and do it. You know, well, I didn't really have to sort through it. They'd already been sorted, but to just take care of it and get these transferred over so that we've got them. And I was shocked that they even still played after 15 years in a burning hot attic. But that's my why. That's why I do this. Everybody laughs. I was giving away a bunch of equipment the other day, and everybody was like, are you quitting? Are you retiring? Do we need to get you to a therapist? I'm like, no, it's just I wanted to get rid of some gear that I don't use. And like I said, while I was working through that room, I try to deal with stuff as I go. And it was just time. But minimalism let me do this today. And minimalism let me hear my mom's voice. So if you have too much stuff, or if your house feels like you can't manage it, or if you have kids and you feel like you don't spend enough time with them because you're always cleaning house, managing junk, cleaning out the garage that you can't park a car in, this is something that I highly recommend. And you can ask me for more, but there's a million resources all over the internet.